Is it live?
Not yet. Not yet. There it is.
Alright, keyboard out of the way. Get that out of the way. Alrighty. Hello, people, and welcome to my channel. Today, I am continuing my week-long art stream where I just do art for a week long at the whims of my friends. So I'm happy you can join us, and I will probably be continuing this piece, or if Silver wants me to do something else, I could do something else. Would you like me to do something else?
Well, we did have one suggestion, but we can continue this one.
Silver?
Yes.
She must be fixing her tea.
No, I'm still here. Did you mute me again?
I guess I'll keep working on it until she gets back, and then I'll ask a question when she gets back.
Wait, no, that's not how this works. You can't just ignore me. I only have a cough, that's all. Hold on, I'll get the call. I'll come back again. This is how we fixed it last time. Hold on. Aha. No, why did this happen? Wait, if she can't hear me. Let's see. Actually, I don't know much to say. Hold on, let me see if I can message her. Hold on. Hold on. For context, yes, I am making tea.
No, I cannot hear you.
Don't interrupt me when I'm knitting. As I was saying, tonight I am joined by Earl Grey because I have a scratchy throat. So if you hear me coughing and or dying, that's why. Easier. Let's see now. I'm not really sure how to remedy this. Because if she can't hear me. This is an interesting predicament. Let's see. How shall we go about this? I know what to do. Hold on. We're just going to. So here's the funny part.
Silver's having some technical issues at this point in time. So it is just me right now until she can figure it out. Right. Or we can figure it out, because it might be something on my end as well. I am not the most technologically savvy. Yeah. So I am currently working on a charcoal piece. No, I do not know what I'm doing at all. I've never really, well, okay. I have done charcoal way back when in the past, but don't really remember much about it, and I need a kneaded eraser, and I do not have one. Oh, okay, I have several, but I don't know where they are. car because I am rearranging
This
my
is
room,
not
and
just
so
not neglect.
stuff has just kind of been loosed on me.
Neglect.
I know. I'll go see if my mom has a needed eraser while sees if she can fix her stuff.
Excuse you.
So I shall be right back.
Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse. Oh, I cannot believe you did that. No, she did not. No, she did not. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, okay. This is fine. This is fine. You're getting no sugar today.
A needed eraser.
Pardon me. I will try to mute my coughing. Hold on, let's see here. Okay, clearly I can be heard, right? The stream can hear me before I am on. She is muted and stuff now. Ify! Let's see. I mean, on the good side, while she is gone, I can continue to entertain the chat, but also I have very little to say. Today will be sugarless. Ify, come back. Come back and unmute me. Pretty please. Pretty please. Peanut sugar. All the other names you put in coffee or tea, depending on where you're from. I don't know any Americans that put cream in their tea.
Well, since she is muted until she gets back, I guess I'll just, I don't know.
And Ify clearly cannot.
Have a conversation with myself. My mom found a eraser pencil for me. Not a needed pencil, or needed eraser, but, you know, it'll do the trick. So, a little bit here, and a little bit of that. Erase. And add more charcoal. But I have never done charcoal. Well, a masterpiece of charcoal, I guess you could say. Really not worked with charcoal that much. I've done a little bit of work with charcoal, but not a lot. Wasn't my forte, simply because it was too messy.
Messy?
I guess.
I knew it.
It has tendencies of spreading charcoal everywhere on me. And with the bad habit of me like moving things around, by the time I was done working with charcoal, my entire hand would be covered in charcoal, and there would be charcoal smudges everywhere. And my piece would be, well, wouldn't look how it was supposed to because, well, it was covered in charcoal. I'm attempting to try and avoid that, but there are no promises, so if it somehow turns into a actual artwork, into a smudge fest, we know what happened. But that's okay. A smudge fest can sometimes be fun. Who knows? Maybe it'll inspire the next art piece.
Well, it seems that she will not be able to hear me tonight, so...
Inspiration can strike at any time from anywhere, from anything. You never know what might inspire you. Okay.
While she's nesting, I'm gonna go make more tea.
Let's continue the edge of the show. A nice clean strike. Swipe. Swipe. Swipe.
Yeah, that's because I'm a little ways away from my phone.
Just try it all. Smudge it, smudgy, 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 smudgy.
No worries. That is definitely me.
It's really weird because her audio was working just before I started this call. So, wait a minute. Is it? No, it's supposedly supposed to be reading it. Okay, well, never mind.
Evie, check your chat. My word.
Oh well. I hope she can figure it out soon.
I'll figure something out. I don't know if it'll be it, but, whatever.
So, the New Year's coming. In fact, the New Year is this Saturday. And what am I planning to do for the New Year? Open up a YouTube channel to move my streams to. Sort of my idea at this point in time.
Yeah.
So that way my streams will kind of stay.
I approve.
Is there any other plans? Yeah, I got a few. Such as after my week long of art, I'll probably do a week long of Blender, as I am wanting to learn how to 3D model. And probably do my own little animation with it. Just for fun.
I mean, with the ghost part, but I kind of can be heard by everybody but her.
Body's getting
I'm
in
not
there
sure
a
what
bit.
to call it. She's like the one person that doesn't have her
She's off
sixth
doing
sense
her
on.
own thing, and you're floating around like a ghost that can't be heard. Wait.
Don't laugh at me.
Can you not hear me in the stream? Slash?
No, we can hear
Can no
you.
one hear me in the stream?
They can also hear me, but you can't hear me.
Good. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. There's some sort of like audio problem going on with Discord. I don't know. It's apparently not on my end because I don't have her muted or anything like that.
Are you implying that
I
it's
do
on
not
my?
know what is going on.
I mean, you
I
might be
think
right,
she's
but
still
I
trying to
even
figure
so.
things out. Yeah. I think she's still trying to figure things out. So I'm just nesting on my own at this point in time. Since you are here, would you like me to continue on this piece of work, or would you like me to start something else, Slash? Oh, fuck this. You're alive. Really? Really? Pretty positive it's Silver who's the ghost right now. Where did my smudge paper go? Just normal paper. It's supposed to be snow right now. My smudge paper's gone. Oh, it fell. Gimme. Ah! No. Gimme. Slash, do you mind if I experiment by calling you and see if it's me or if it's her? Alrighty. Here. And
Hello?
I think it might be me.
Hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Oh.
Okay.
Testing.
Discord. Why is it not picking up Discord? Okay. Hello?
Try checking your input device.
Hello? 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 Discord volume. That might have been the package I was expecting, Dad. Audio delay. Oh, thank you. Huh. I don't know. I think it might have something to do with my... Should I go ahead and stop this stream and start a new one and see if I can get it to work? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that. What's wrong, but somehow we fixed it. So.
Pardon the echo, that's me.
Yeah. Welcome. And I guess we shall continue.
Hooray.
Do you want me to do anything else?
Yeah. There was a suggestion earlier in chat for you to draw one of your OCs with an ugly Like an ugly sweater.
An ugly Christmas sweater, let's see. Okay. Oh dear me. Now the only OC I'm good at drawing is Carmela.
Well, blue hair then.
Technically it's turquoise. Alright, which one's more the blue color? I always get these two mixed up. There's turquoise and teal. One is green-blue, and then one is blue-green.
And I think teal is more blue-green. Like, more green than blue.
So, blue? Okay.
Let's see. We could just look it up.
That is
but
true.
Teal is always come across to me as more.
Well, I know that. Yeah.
And teal. Okay, so teal looks very green to me. And then turquoise, well, they're pretty close actually, but turquoise looks a bit more blue. It's more of like a light blue though. It's not like a deep blue.
Well, yeah, but
more blue.
Yeah, but you know.
And then there's cobalt, which is very blue.
Well, yes, that is a true blue. Oh, I got a new follower.
Oh my goodness, this person has turquoise hair. Oh.
Huh. Hello, welcome.
What have I fallen into?
All right, so let's see here. One of my characters in an ugly sweater. I guess I need to look up poses then.
Especially since you are among those weirdos that consider the time between Christmas and New Year's as part of the Christmas season.
Oh, excuse me. I work for a bunch of corporate stuff, that being like grocery stores and all of that, and so, you know, they consider that part of the Christmas season. The dead part. But, you know, whatever.
Christmas season consists of the day before Christmas Eve and the day after Christmas. That is it.
Christmas season technically is all December long, like the entire month of December.
No. Unacceptable. Christmas season is one sugar.
Alrighty, let's see here. Ugly sweater. That means ugly Christmas sweater. Here we go. Here's a pose. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Christmas season, time which is not Christmas Day. Thank you. I'll accept that.
No, unacceptable. Also, is your name Porgant? That reminds me of that one video where they were just failing to say pregnant over and over again. I apologize to associate your name with that, but that is the first thing that came to mind. Also, welcome to the stream.
I thought it was pomegranate.
Now that we dragged your name to the mess. Huh?
I thought it was pomegranate.
That's not how you spell pomegranate. Evie, your spelling isn't that bad.
You have seen my spelling. And you have also seen my you
can read.
Well, you've also seen my ability to substitute and mix up words. I'm dyslexic, okay?
Oh dear. I mean, I have some dyslexia too. Mine only triggers on looking at numbers, but still.
I'm pretty badly dyslexic. But that doesn't stop me from doing art. Most of the time.
As long as everything is perfectly symmetrical.
It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical. You're not going into it. You're not going into it. Thank you for joining my stream. I tried streaming earlier and had technical difficulties, so I'm afraid I'm a bit of an hour late.
But no worries. You actually didn't miss anything.
That's because we stopped the stream so that way I could figure out what's going on.
Except for, well, me screaming into the ether because I couldn't be heard, but that's normal.
This is the waist.
So we're going for Carmella in a ugly sweater.
We're going for Carmella in a ugly Christmas sweater, apparently.
Interesting. Is Carmella the type to celebrate Christmas?
Carmella's the type to mess with people no matter what season it is. And she'll do it in season and in style. Or in random style themed for the season.
I see.
Those are way too big hips.
Oh.
Alrighty.
So I will say, when we were originally discussing it this morning in chat, when they said OC, I was thinking, is she gonna try and put Dynamo in an ugly sweater? That doesn't make much sense. And then I realized that you did have another OC, so then I was like, oh, should probably do that one.
I technically have several OCs, but I haven't actually properly fleshed them out on paper other than a few of them, such as I have Star, who's drawn. That's actually one that created for the story of Carmella to go along with it. I have her created. And then I have Talvi done, but I actually need to rework her because when I drew her, I didn't exactly know. I knew what style I wanted, but I didn't know how to find it or what it was called, and so I ended up looking up a reference that was as close as I could find at the time. And now that I know what the actual style is that I'm looking for, I need to recreate her clothing.
Oh. Ah, yes, redesigning.
And then I have several other OCs, but great. It's the stream has ceased to exist.
Lol? What do you mean it ceased to exist?
It's loading on my. Is it still running on yours?
It's still running for me.
Okay. As long as it's running for you, then probably it's running for Horgant.
Yes, not pomegranate.
Shush.
Oh, is the spleen here?
The spleen is here?
I think the spleen might be here.
You said he might join later on.
You start seeing sugary Doritos, then he might very well be here.
Send a message in chat and see if he'll pop up.
Oh, do you want me to send sweet Doritos?
No, just simply say spleen. Okay. A little bit too wide. Just
Let's see. I actually need to check this real quick.
it's just too far down. That's what the problem is. It's too far down, not necessarily too wide. Okay, now that I know that, okay. Alrighty. Now this is looking better. Do. Hello.
Yes.
You were just quiet there for a moment. I was worried that I disconnected again.
No worries, I'm here. Fear not. There could never be anything to worry about.
There's always something to worry about. So I'm guessing spleen hasn't showed up.
Well, if he has, he hasn't made himself known yet. What?
Oh my, that palm though.
BRB.
You're not allowed to BRB. Should beat on me. Alrighty. Hello, cat. Okay. So if she is stretching and has her hand above, doing this. So according to my position, posing, thumb would be over here and the pinky would be here. Alright, so this is where the first and second knuckles are. Oh, that is an atrocious finger. I am not the best at hands, so you must forgive me for my atrocious hands that are evolving from this. This. Okay. Ooh. Going to figure this out. It's the last thing I do. Okay. I am not doing it correctly. My hand needs. So here's the palm, and here's like the actual base of the hand. So. That's a little too stuck out. Alright, there we go. Kind of, I think. That was better than what it was. Still have a long way to go on hands. Okay.
I return. Kinda.
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 Emphasis on kinda. I'm not quite here yet, but if I could be here, I would.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't exist just yet. So yeah.
Why are we talking to the speakers? I mean, why are we?
Well, let's see, what's a good excuse here? I am a figmentation of your imagination. And so, woo! Wait, do imagination make that noise? No, imagination doesn't make that noise. Imagination. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay, it's not working.
What noise does your imagination make?
My imagination makes lots of noises. I mean, you've seen what has come out of my imagination.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Well, someone suggested that I draw one of my OCs in a ugly Christmas sweater. So, I'm drawing Carmilla.
Also, hello, Spleen.
It is Spleen. For some reason, I read Slash.
I mean, I think they are the same color.
That's probably why.
Oh no.
Who is okay? An OC that I have created.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Spleen, what have you done?
How to explain Carmilla?
Don't mind me. Please.
She has a sane form and a bit eccentric form. And she kind of swamps between the two.
See, there he says the color is blue too. Well, actually, never mind. Spleen called magenta purple.
Yes.
Before everything.
Yes. This is her. Okay, this is too long.
Also, apologies to the Spleen. We are not intending to box you out, but Ify made the call on her in our DM.
Oh, yeah. I'll get you joined in.
Never mind. I think she just realized.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I just got so distracted with my drawing. Yeah. So, but yes, this is.
What'd I miss?
Technical difficulties.
It's not one of our streams without technical difficulties.
Oh no, this is an extreme.
Excuse you.
Technical difficulties. I actually had to cut off the stream, make it work, and I literally just started it back up, and it's only been on for probably 10, 15 minutes when you joined.
And I helped.
Excellent.
Sure.
Wow. Disrespect.
What?
You should be more caring towards the ill.
He says you're ill.
Wait. Did I miss something?
I really don't know. Did you?
I'm not sure anymore.
Fine, I'll die in peace.
But yeah, someone suggested I draw an OC in an ugly sweater for Christmas, so I'm drawing an ugly OC. Or not an ugly OC. I'm drawing an OC in an ugly sweater. Yes.
Fair. I completely misunderstood that when I read that in Google Hangouts. I saw that suggestion, and
How did you misread
I misunderstood that entirely. What? I read it not as the OC was wearing the sweater. I read it as there was a picture of the OC on an ugly sweater.
I mean, I could technically do that too.
Because it's Christmas. It is Christmas season. It is.
No, it's not.
It is too. Christmas season doesn't end just because we passed the 25th.
Christmas is over. Done.
Christmas is over, but Christmas season is not gone. I refuse.
Christmas season is long gone. Christmas season ended last week.
Nah, fam. Christmas never dies.
To some people, apparently Christmas never dies.
I will be one of those people.
I'm one of those that eventually needs to pass on.
Fair. I mean, for me, I think it depends on how overt you can make it throughout the year. So if we is this the first picture of the night?
Well, pretty much, yeah, because of all the technical difficulties.
Fair enough.
I apologize in advance. I'm staying muted mostly because I keep coughing and choking.
I would advise stopping that.
She's got allergies, I think.
I do not have allergies.
I mean, it's better than the alternative.
The bubonic plague is the alternative.
Not quite what I was meaning, but sure, that is a worse alternative. I'll accept that.
I figured out why it looks so weird to me. Yes.
So do you think your OC wears the ugly sweaters fashionably, or did she do it because someone made her do it?
She did it just to do it. And not for fashion.
Now, did she do it? Did she do it to mess with someone, or did she do it because she actually liked the sweater?
Most likely just to mess with someone.
Now, better question: who was she trying to mess with?
Someone who hates ugly sweaters.
Anyone in mind?
Well, we're going through the list of characters in the story she's in. Most likely would probably actually be her fiance.
Oh, that's hilarious. Imagine, like, visiting the fiance on like a date or something and showing up in the ugly sweater that you know will annoy them. This is a flawless plan. Nothing could go wrong.
Yeah, something. At that point in time, he'd probably just stare and wait for her to return back to her former self and then watch her just kind of freak out at the atrocity of a sweater that she has thrown on. And take her back to change.
So, only her opposite form likes ugly sweaters?
Her opposite form likes anything and everything chaotic.
Noted.
And has the power to make it chaotic.
Oh my. So does she make it herself, or does she just have the ability to take it from someone?
Oh, she makes it herself. There's no denying that.
Fair enough.
And then she spreads it around.
Does that mean she gives other people ugly sweaters?
Just means she torments other people as well.
So if she's walking down the street in an ugly sweater, does she start like pointing fingers at people and giving them ugly sweaters as she walks by?
Oh, she would probably point her finger and you would watch an entire army of ugly sweaters march up to you and then probably devour you and then spit you out and you're wearing an ugly sweater that has literally become part of your skin.
Is it a real sweater at that point?
I'm sorry. I step away for 2 minutes to get another.
You didn't want to come back in on that one. I assure you.
An army of man-eating sweaters.
No, well, it's more like swallowing. It's not really eating because they do spit you back out and you're in one piece. But I mean, it probably still would be a concerning experience for most. I don't know how traumatizing being eaten by a sweater would be.
As traumatizing as she wants to make it.
I mean, that's fair, considering it's a sweater.
I'm gonna go back to the ether now and enjoy my tea. Y'all have fun.
No. We need to think about, truly consider the possibility of one of those B horror movies that is when sweaters attack.
Gosh.
And just see what happens.
The man-eating sweaters get 1 sugar.
Just in case you don't understand, Porget, what she's doing is she gives sugars to things she likes. 3 sugars meaning it's amazing, 2 sugars meaning it's cool, 1 sugar means it's okay. Beware the Doritos.
I do believe that is the case for most of the time. I will say, for this specific instance, I'm going to assume that 1 sugar is not meaning that it's okay.
No, it is definitively not okay. We're going to have to raise the scale to 5 sugars just to accommodate for the things that are below sugarness.
Well, that's what Doritos are for.
Ooh, fair point.
I don't use Doritos. That's Spleen's thing.
But I can. You have been Dorito sugared.
No, sugar is mine. Keep your Doritos, but leave my sugar alone.
I stole it. I have corrupted it, molded it. The sugars will be mine. So, what do you think your OC is doing in this picture? I see you're making a like specific stance for what she do. What, is there?
She likes extreme
reason
poses. She likes extreme poses and as many back bending poses.
What?
Is she double jointed?
She can make herself double jointed.
That is a concerning sentence. What does she do
Wait,
to
can she make herself triple jointed?
Yes.
Is she like one of those obscenely flexible people that like has joints in places where they should not be and like can dislocate all of her bones at will?
Yes. When she's in her other mode. When she's in her normal mode, no, she's normal.
And what triggers this mode?
Too much caffeine.
What triggers it is whether or not she uses her powers. The more she uses her
caffeine.
More power she uses, the more chaotic she gets, let's just say.
And apparently
so
she's
is it a permanent effect? Or is it one of those where she used it and then she calms down and then it's fine again? Or is the more she uses it, the more permanently chaotic she becomes and is more likely to become in that mode?
Well, the thing is, she kind of gave the ability to control how much power she uses to a chain snake.
What? Is that the wrecking ball thing that was in the picture last time?
No, that's Tabby. Chain is essentially the choker that she always wears.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very interesting character, and unless I actually like explain her story, she doesn't make much sense to people.
Well, I mean, she makes ugly sweaters on a whim, so that's fair. Certain things are difficult to comprehend by mortal minds.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Grandma.
My grandmother never made any ugly sweaters.
That is not to say that all grandmas make ugly sweaters, but those that do make ugly sweaters are usually grandmas.
Fair. Or trolls, one of the two.
That would imply that you are capable of making an ugly sweater. I don't think you're capable of making an ugly sweater.
Yes, he is. All he needs is a sweater, a bunch of random stuff, and hot glue.
Okay, we need to qualify ugly sweater. Ugly sweater that actually looks like a sweater.
You've got like.
Where did I put my glue gun?
Whatever you need to do in there, I'll be the other two.
Okay.
This must be tested.
What are you doing here?
I'm drawing one of my OCs, and then I'm drawing her body, and then I'm gonna stick her in an ugly sweater for Christmas. Ugly Christmas, as requested by my friends.
What time do we want to get up?
The power of ugly sweaters. Do you think this is going to be a picture of just her with the ugly sweater? Do you think there's going to be a giant chain chomp in here as well?
Oh, if she's in her, there's definitely going to be Tatty and Chain in there, no doubt.
Fair. Tomorrow, would be an interesting one to do, like the picture of the normal person after she has figured out that she is standing there in an ugly sweater. You could show how freaked out she is.
She would be curled up in a ball crying.
No. You have to show the slight the transition between the two. Yeah, it's the realization when it's dawning on her that she has it, and like the anime freaking out of like the water droplets coming off the face as she and the eyes getting like super big as she realizes what the ugly sweater she's in, and then we just know that she turns into a curled up ball later.
I can attempt that, but I've never drawn anything like that, so I can't guarantee that it'll turn out that way.
This can be your
And
first
we'll take
attempt.
this as a learning process.
I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I just said that it may not necessarily turn out.
First comic strip. Let's go.
Anime, let's go.
Just watching someone descend into madness upon realizing that they're in an ugly sweater.
Basically.
And then the picture for the night after could be her curled up in the tiny ball. And then the fiance, who her other form was trolling, coming over to help console her. You can do a mini story mode.
Well, truthfully, I've actually never drawn her in her sane form.
Ooh, we could get a rough draft tomorrow. That'd be fun, right? Be a good learning experience for both the character and for drawing.
Well, when she's like in her sane form, she sort of has, I guess you could say, two forms. Like one form when she just comes out of her insanity, in which case her hair is as long as the character, and then her other form, when she kind of cleans herself up, she has shorter hair.
As in she braids it, or it just shrinks?
As in she cuts it. Every time she goes into her crazed mode, she essentially forces her hair to grow.
Is she like some god that's trapped somewhere? This sounds like she sounds very like a godlike character for what she pulls off.
She's not necessarily a god. It's more of like godlike powers stuck in a human. And that's why she goes insane. She essentially has sort of like god of chaos.
Clearly, she can super saiyan.
She cannot super saiyan. I know.
Her hair grows when she powers it up.
There's a can in the fridge.
That does not make her Super Saiyan.
No, it has to turn yellow if it's Super Saiyan.
Unless it's Super Saiyan Blue, in which case it's like blue.
That was Super Saiyan. I think that's Super Saiyan God.
No, it's called Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan God is red. Reddish pink.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Why do we know? Well, I've never seen the thing. Why do I know this?
I haven't seen it either, but I still know it because of all the memes that surround it.
I mean,
we are Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And then we have like a different form that turns our hair white, and I forgot what that one was called.
Total Instinct, I think is what it's called.
Total? Was it Ultra Instinct?
Ultra Instinct. Total Instinct. Ultra.
Okay.
How do we know this? How do we know this? I haven't even watched Dragon Ball Z and I know this.
I don't know this, so it's just y'all now.
And what was I doing? I forgot. Oh, yeah.
Alright.
What? This is a flawless strategy.
I'm worried about any flawless strategy you have.
Nothing could go wrong.
Everything goes wrong.
Nah. You just gotta believe.
Alrighty.
Got my flawless strategy was. Doggone it. Nah. My strategy. Oh, dear.
Alrighty.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Alrighty. Ugly sweater. We have that.
What will be the design for this ugly sweater?
I'm about to look up ugly Christmas sweaters.
Good. I suggest reindeer and
Her
snowmen.
personality, her ugly sweater may just have a mirror on it.
Oh my. Oh my.
Did you discover ugly sweaters?
It always seems so.
There's a picture of a sweater of a man's chest that's super hairy and obviously has a pot belly in the picture. Tattoos everywhere, a Christmas light necklace, a random stocking in the corner with a random tree in the corner, and Christmas ornaments dangling.
This is the sweater?
Yes, this is apparently a sweater. Oh my! There's another one of Santa Claus using a chimney as a outhouse.
Oh no! Oh no! No.
I guess we
That
don't know
could be
how
stricken
presents
from
get down the
all
chimney.
memory. Oh gracious,
No.
that's gonna haunt my memory.
No.
I saw for me kissing Santa Claus. Okay, all these ugly sweaters are just horrifying to the degree that I cannot do them, so I'm just going to do an ugly design.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Does that mean it's asymmetrical?
Just because it's asymmetrical doesn't mean it looks nice. I typically like a lot of asymmetrical clothing. It's body parts that are asymmetrical that bother me.
No. Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Okay, I need to pull out my other art book. I have forgotten how to do her hair.
You forgot her hair.
Well, I haven't drawn her in a couple of years, so her bangs are kind of clumped in a certain way, and I always forget how they are clumped. Goodness gracious. Where is she? I'll put it here. I think she's in one of my other books.
Oh, what are those? I see the marshmallow dragon. Yas.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a sketch of her. She's everywhere in my sketchbooks, and the ones that need her, she disappears.
It do be like that sometimes.
Right. See that? Nope. Okay.
How goes the search?
Alrighty. Oh, alright. This back. I'm finding her. She's literally everywhere in my sketchbook. I can't find it. Come on, Carmela, quit hiding from me. Where are you? At least.
Maybe her chaos form is taken over.
Oh, you really have no idea, probably. Her mind took over my mind when I was in college 3 years ago when my roommates decided to drive me insane one night. Let me see if she's in my loose leaf pictures.
Remember if I saw the picture in person at college or if it was in a post online or not.
I'm pretty positive it was online on that thread thing that we had.
Probably.
Oh my, yes. Funny enough, I have some of my comic strips in here, but
Oh, really?
Come back in here. In here. I know I have some in this one. Just need to flip through until I find it. Ha! Finally found her.
Oh, did you find it?
Yes, I finally found her, like after 12 years. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. Kind of funny, but yeah. Sure. Alrighty, so that.
Yeah.
This was the Christmas one I did of her a while back when she was still in her old design before I updated it.
Oh, I like the chibi one.
That's her younger form.
Cute. Now you said you haven't drawn her sane version, so both of these are the crazy ones?
Yeah, when she was a kid, she was almost constantly in her insane form because experiments.
Fair.
But when she got older, she doesn't spend as much time in that.
Would you say she spends the majority of her time sane or insane?
Now that she's older and out of that place, probably sane.
Does either side have any resentment towards each other, or they just don't mind taking turns?
She's kind of afraid of her crazy side because she has killed people in that form.
Fair reason to be worried.
And she struggles to recognize friends and family. Like, the more she uses her power and the more insane she gets, the harder it is for her to recognize friends and family, and she's just scared she's going to hurt them.
A reasonable concern.
There it is.
So do you think this character will get an update like you said you were going to do for your dragon at some point, or do you think she's pretty set in her ways?
I have already updated her. The ones that you see here and the other Christmas one you saw is an old version of her. Now her younger form might get a bit of an update. The only thing that might change about her is I'm still struggling into figuring out what style of eyes to do for her when she's crazy to best emphasize that. And so,
which ones are you considering?
I don't know. There are many that I like. I sort of have the class.
Wasn't there one she had like with spiral eyes?
One with what?
I'm almost positive I've seen you draw her with spiral eyes at one point.
I don't think so.
Huh. Thought you did.
You could
like
try
the
it with
classic
spiral eyes.
crazy ones.
Well, this
Might be
pose
worth a
would.
shot.
Well, this pose isn't very good for spiral eyes. You won't really be able to see her eyes.
Is she meant to be in crazy form here?
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Power of crazy compels you.
You really think her sane form would be this confident, showing off an ugly sweater?
The power of ugly sweaters. I don't know if I've ever worn an ugly sweater.
I know I haven't. Don't have any plans of wearing one, even if it's an ugly sweater party.
Not a fan?
No, not at all. Are you using one of those posing dolls, or is this out of your head? I looked it up on the internet. I just looked up random poses to draw.
The internet came up with an interesting answer.
I chose this answer. There's a couple of others, but this one I just felt like was a good extreme that would showcase the sweater really well.
Fair. That it will. That it will. You have those moments where you're trying to do something and you think you've got it down, then you go to do it, and you start it, and about 5 seconds later you forget what you were doing while you were doing it.
I do that all the time in art.
One of the most irritating feelings for me.
We have a question from Slash in the chat.
Oh, she answered that one.
Yeah.
I guess I missed it. Bed.
I said
I'll go back to bed.
I said that I had found it on the internet.
On the Ethernet.
Yes, the Ethernet. The place to find all your crazy poses.
Every last one of them. So what do you think? What do you think of my idea, Evie? You think you'll do like a mini story mode over the next few days, or do you think you'll come up with something else?
I can do the mini story mode.
Yas.
But the mini story mode is probably going to have to be over more than just a couple of days because I only have a couple of hours to draw them, and as you can tell, they are going to take a while.
Fair. Do you think you'll color these like your other ones, or do you think you'll, since you said you didn't like coloring very much,
Well,
that
when I
you'll leave them
color
black and white?
her, if you notice, I just do very basic coloring, like it's very flat. I don't actually do shading with her.
Mm.
So I can color her if you want me to. I mainly do it because most of her clothing's black and white anyway. Well, her update adds more pop of color, but
Fun.
I can also stuff Tiny Dynamo in a sweater if you wish.
Yes. Tiny sweaters are adorable. Tiny dragons are adorable. Therefore, both together will be cuteness overload.
Except you'll probably get a very agitated Tiny Dynamo.
That's fair. Can Dynamo talk, or is he like a normal lizard and can't?
He's kind of more like a bird in the respect that he can copy a lot of sounds and maybe a word or two, but for the most part, no.
Interesting. Is he like anyone's pet, or is he just go around on his own and pick up things?
Well, in his actual story, the species that he's part of is sort of like a ant colony in a way of dragons. So they have a queen and they are essentially linked to the queen and obey the queen. And alone, they're not very strong, but together they're extremely dangerous and they can produce some massive colonies, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And he, in the story, his colony attacked and he got separated. And then he was just kind of oohed and awed over that they sort of hid him and cared for him, especially since he was wounded. And he originally stayed behind and kind of stayed close to him due to the commands of the queen to kind of learn about them and find their weakness. But over time, grows really attached to one of the characters. And essentially, eventually betrays the queen to stay with them.
Does that get known by the colony, and do they get mad at him for it, or does he kind of just drop off the radar from them since he's no longer connected?
His colony gets wiped out. Like, betrays the queen that way.
Understand. And is he in the same world as Carmilla, or not?
No, he's from a different world. He is from my Death Rain world. Actually,
Death Rain.
Yes, that's what I call it. Actually, my friend Drew, based on my descriptions, one of the main characters. Let's see if I can find him in that world. Now, this isn't my drawing, this is hers, but it's essentially almost exactly what he looks like. Clothes will be changed as she stuck him in generic clothing because, well, I hadn't gotten that far. There he is.
Well, that's cool.
So,
what's that in his hands?
A scythe.
I was missing part of it.
Yeah.
Now it makes more sense.
Yeah. So, I just need to kind of learn how to draw him. But at this point in time, I do not have the skills to draw him. But she is far superior than me in drawing anime and in drawing guys.
Well, we're on a roll then, because we're in the right venue, because we're doing the streams for skill and stuff. Maybe you can have him in the background of the story mode. Make it like a whole giant picture. I know they're not in the same world, but nothing could go wrong here.
I mean, technically, I guess you could visit his world.
Maybe he's the one that came up with the ugly sweater idea, and he's snickering in the background of the picture.
No, he wouldn't know what an ugly sweater is. He's a bit dense. The one who would come up with that would probably be his adoptive sister.
Fair. Does his adoptive sister have like a full storyline, or is she just a character in the background?
Well, he's got several adopted siblings.
Did he adopt them by force, or did they, or are they just happy-go-lucky people?
Sibling by force.
Frankly, I'm not sure, but I'm going with it.
In this world, there are like monsters and stuff, like vampires, monsters, werewolf, dragons, and things like that are bad.
Mm-hmm.
And they were a village that essentially majority of the adults were killed due to a raid. And so the kids essentially adopted each other with the few adults remaining, keeping them safe. And so they like renamed themselves and everything. So some of them have very interesting names, very simple names, because many of them were very young kids when this happened.
So it was forced adoption.
No, it's more like they took the kids in to protect them, and the kids themselves kind of decided to become a family.
Sensing a strong pattern of genocide in your stories.
I like a lot of battle, and I don't like extreme gore, but I do like bloody messes.
So the blood on the floor is fine so long as the entrails aren't there too?
Depends upon how detailed the entrails are.
Fair enough.
So a lot of my stories have tendencies of having a lot of, I guess you could say, more gore in them than most. But of course, the World of Death Rain is a shonen story, so.
Now I'm bad with what that means. Is shonen
Naruto, like Bleach, Fairy Tail,
okay,
a Demon Slayer, Black Bulls, or Black Clover.
I've only seen 2 of those, but I do that does give me a better understanding.
Essentially, a lot of adventure, typically a lot of fan service, which I won't be going too much into. I'm not typically a person of fan service.
Excellent. That's a wise idea.
A lot of, typically, they will be a lot more definitely action-packed. They will typically be a lot more gory or bloody, I should say, than a lot of your other animes.
I figured Hello would have that one.
I said typically.
No. We always take things to the extreme whenever a vague opinion is given. Therefore, you have to take it to the automatic extreme. That's how the internet works.
Well, whatever. Anyway, shonen is made for guys, so it typically has a guy main character or a duo team of a guy and a girl main character, which is what Death Rain is a dual team.
Is the guy wait, no. The guy's the guy with the scythe, right?
Yes.
And do you have a girl character for it already or undetermined yet?
I have all the characters for the story in my head, not drawn out.
Mm.
He and Tiny Dynamo are the only well, I guess in a way also his brothers, since they're twins, are the only characters that have been put to paper.
Does his brother also wield a scythe?
No, his brother's a vampire.
Does that prevent him from wielding scythes?
In this world, humans can only wield scythes, and scythes are technically actually girls that can transform into these scythes. And if you become
that escalated very quickly.
And if you become a monster, you cannot pick up those scythes. Like, it hurts you to attempt to pick up the scythes. Yeah, in this world, girls are the weapons.
Not sure how to feel about that, Evie.
And they're all sides, and then they can kind of sort of have like this power break mode where they can sometimes.
This takes calling a woman you don't like a battle axe to a new dimension.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, they have like their original form is a scythe, and then once they form a bond with their wielder, they essentially unlock the first level, which there still are scythes, but they can typically have other parts of a weapon attached to them, or they can transform into another weapon.
Can there be a sniper rifle scythe?
Yes, there is actually a character who is a sniper rifle scythe.
Yes.
So this world has turned into Soul Eater.
But now there's a sniper rifle knife, which means it's also Ruby.
Well, in Soul Eater, anybody could transform into a weapon, whether it be a guy or a girl, and it could transform into any kind of weapon. In my world, it's only scythes, and it's only girls.
Is there a reason why it's only scythes? Or is it just preference?
Just preference, because I think they're cool. And also I get to play up on the Grim Reaper gimmick with it.
Fair enough.
And I think swords are also too cliche. But I guess so are scythes.
I was getting ready to say, you don't consider scythes to be cliche?
I mean, if you're going for Grim Reaper, yes. But in most situations, no.
Okay. I think our body's done. Now to start.
If you're going for anime, then scythes are cliche.
Swords are more cliche than scythes are.
The clichéness of swords is outshadowed by practicality.
But
what's your feeling on maces?
Meh.
Clearly they're not effective enough.
What about Morning Stars?
What are those?
Those are the spiked mace heads on a chain.
Oh. Meh. There's not really like any weapon I don't dislike, but they're just some that I like more than others.
So aside from size, what other weapons do you like?
Guns.
Fair point.
I do like a well-designed sword, but I also hate a lot of swords, so I have sort of like this love-hate relationship with swords.
Fair.
I like a lot of ninja weapons. They're really cool looking.
Fair.
I like a lot of daggers, but again, I feel the same way with daggers as they do with swords. They're either cool, meh, or ugh, depending upon how they're designed.
Fair enough.
Depending upon the character wielding a giant hammer, I do like the giant hammer trope.
Really?
But it solely depends upon who the character wielding it. If I don't like the character... So what?
So Thor, Andor dwarf.
I'm not a fan of Thor. And he's not wielding a giant hammer. I'm talking about like a two-handed hammer.
True. Thor's hammer is rather small.
I think
Don't be dissing Mjolnir like that.
I have never really been that big on axes.
Oh, but double-headed axes are cool.
They are cool, but again, I've never really been into them.
We may have to pull out a few stops to get you interested in some of these classic weapons, Efi.
Well, like I said, in the world of Death Rain, once they reach a certain level of compatibility with their partner, they get essentially what's called a power break, and where the scythe transforms and they can pick up abilities of other weapons or transform into other weapons.
Do the size have any I was about to say special abilities, but I know what answer I'm going to get on that.
Yes.
Do they have any magical properties aside from getting
yes.
special editions?
Yes, that's essentially what the power break is you have the magical property of the wielder and the magical property of the weapon, and the two of them have been working with each other long enough and been with each other long enough that their powers are now compatible with each other, allowing a new form to appear so that way they can better utilize their powers. Essentially, the first form, each is using their powers individually and not in sync. When a power break happens, it allows them to use their powers together in tandem and allowing for combo attacks and things like that.
Okay.
And not all powers are elemental. So don't assume that you're thinking like...
No, I'm now applying this to Genshin. I will make every connection I can to things I know.
But not all powers are elemental. Like some powers makes a person super strong, or some powers make them faster, or some powers make them better at wielding, or things like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream. I have work in the morning, and I will finish up the ugly sweater drawing tomorrow. I will...
Sounds like a plan.
Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, Porgant, for watching. I hope to see you again soon. And I will see y'all tomorrow around 7:30 Central Time. Bye.
There we go. Bye.
Bye-bye.